President Akufo-Addo is asking the United Nations General Assembly to ensure an equitable access to the COVID-19 vaccine, especially to developing countries, so that the vulnerable are not left out. A vaccine made by U.S. pharmaceutical giant Pfizer shows a 95% effectiveness in preventing infections, even in older adults, with no serious safety concerns. Speaking on behalf of the President at the 31st special session in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Foreign Affairs Minister Shirley Ayorkor Botchwey also advocated for debt relief for countries struggling to contain the disease due to financial constraints.
Welcomes efforts by the G20 countries in providing debt service relief to the poorest countries, including some ECOWAS member states. Mr. President, let me use this platform and this meeting to urge the international financial and development institutions to support the interventions of government in addressing the negative economic impact of the pandemic. The recovery will obviously be long-term and will require concessional financing and appropriate credit facilities to enable most of our countries emerge out of this global health crisis in a strong and stable state. This special session is being held on the back of positive news regarding the development of effective vaccines to curb further infections. While the world remains optimistic of the efficacy of the vaccines, we must ensure equitable access to the vaccines, particularly for developing countries. We must also act to ensure that developing countries are not constrained by the cost of the vaccines, which may deprive a huge portion of the world's population the fundamental right to healthcare. I therefore join previous speakers in calling for the fair distribution of the vaccines.